Now we have an interview with Mr. Tom Nun, owner of the Wang restaurant. Could you introduce yourself first?
Okay, my name is Tom Lam. I came from the south, but I live in Hanoi since 1989 until now.
Yes. Did you work for the foreign affairs of
No, I did not work for the foreign affairs, but I was living in the United States.
Yes.
However, in 1989, the United Nations asked me to return to Vietnam to help the government, and I did. I returned in early 1989.
When did you leave Vietnam?
I was among the last South Vietnamese who left from the roof of the U.S. Embassy in Vietnam in April 30th, 1945. 1975.
Wow, the very last day of the war.
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you think about the Korean President 박정희?
Well, you know that I learned some about President Park Chung-hee, and I have a lot of respect for him because even though he was called, he was labeled a dictator, but his dictatorship for the good of the Korea, for the good of the Korean people, and you know he built Korean from the bottoms up, and you know he served very effectively from 1963 until 1979, and I think that. Korean people are very lucky to have President Park Chung-hee. He had his dictatorship was built during his regime to keep the Korean people in line, disciplined, and concentrate on building Korea, South Korea. And I think that he did a tremendous, beautiful job to get Korea what it is today.
But some a part of Korea younger generation blamed Park Chung-hee as a serious dictator. Then they insist that without his dictatorship, Korean still can make the industrialized country. What do you think about it?
I think it would be very difficult because we have to have discipline in the society in order to improve and build the country. Without discipline, you cannot do it. And President Park Chung-hee imposed a very strict discipline. You know that he exercised his experience in imposing discipline to build the country, not for himself, for the country, for the Korean people. And I think that the Korean people are very fortunate to have a person like Park Chung-hee.
Wow. So, if you have a chance to meet Park Chung-hee in person, so what do you want to ask him?
Well, I would ask him the way that he conduct, to manage and build the country of South Korea. Because South Korea, when he took over, the economy was very in bad shape. But because of his discipline, he turned the country of South Korea around into a powerful country. You have to be like that in order to protect your country. Without discipline, you cannot do it.
So, as a last question of the day, could you leave a message to the Korean people about Park Chung-hee?
I think that I think the Korean people are very fortunate to have a person like Park Chung-hee, because he has a vision far away how to make Korea strong. And in order to get Korea strong, you have to have discipline. And you cannot call him a dictator, because he imposed discipline for the good of the Korean people, not for himself. He sacrificed his own life. I remember when he built a highway in Korea, he himself looked at how many ton of sand, how many ton of stone, how much it cost. and then he give it to the constructor. This is only how much you must build this. So no one can corrupt. You know, he used that kind of policy, and I think that many people in the world expect to have a person like Park Chung-hee in their country. But the South Korean people are very lucky to have Park Chung-hee, you know, a person that the world respect. You know, the world look at Park Chung-hee not as a dictator, as a man who imposed strict discipline in order to build and develop the country. Not for him, not for his own good, for the good of the Korean people.
Thank you for your very impressive comment, and thank you for accepting our request.
Thank you.
To have an interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.